Hello, you guys. This is it is very random because I was not planning on doing any readings. I don't know. I didn't have anything in motion to do anything. But when I woke up this morning and I heard and I didn't hear. I saw um, these some oracle decks, and they're by Rebecca Campbell. I saw like the healing waters, and I thought about the bridge and the light your work. And I pulled that deck out too. It's over here. But I'm going to start with Healing Waters. I don't know why I'm starting with Healing Waters because that one was really calling to me. And so I saw those and I was just like, oh, do I need to do a reading? And I was just like, I was going to do other stuff. So I forget about it and I'm cleaning, getting, sweeping the floor, washing dishes, doing some laundry, wiping down tables. Um, and then I go and I start getting off my jammies and getting dressed, and I'm like, and it comes back, and I'm like, I said, oh really? Okay. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna do a quick reading. I don't know what it's gonna be about. Oh, I do know what it's gonna be about because they told me to pull. You guys are like, who told you? Well, my guides told me, my ancestors, God, everything I work with. I work with my ancestors. I work with God. I work with spirit guides. I have guides. I'm connected to star seeds. I'm connected to a lot of things. So let's just say guides. And so I call them my guides. My guides. Work with multiple ascendant masters. I have 5 I always work with, and then I get random ones that come in every once in a while for different things for me. So, okay, what is this about? Why did you want me to come here today? It's for the message. I know it's. So, what message are we putting out here today? Conflict. This message is about conflict. What do we need to know about this conflict? Reward for the conflict. Okay. So, let's do this. We're going to do conflict, reward. In the middle, we have it. I had this on the bottom, and it's advice. So, I'm just putting that there because I was called to it, okay? I felt it was feeling. So, what is this with the healing waters? What is the conflict? What is the conflict? The sirens. The conflict is your voice, expansion, and freedom. This is, well, 2 things with your voice. I thought about Mercury, but then when I saw expansion and freedom, I thought about Jupiter because it's an expansion planet. And so the conflict is the sirens. You know how sirens are known to try to seduce people into staying a certain way or just being enslaved to something. And I feel like something has tried to enslave you. That was the conflict. That was what was holding you back. This something within you was being was holding you back, was taking away from your expansion, away from your voice, from speaking your truth, from moving in the direction you wanted to move into. And I got a stupid fly in here. I hear him. Yeah. So that's the conflict of something, a situation, someone. It could be anything. So think of that thing in your life, that conflict that's been holding you back from expanding, for freedom, for doing what you want to do, from following your own heart's desire. Um, we are going to go up to advice. So the advice for this is to get your expansion, or you might have gone. The conflict is probably you worked through this, and because reward is here, and rewards here because the wellspring, what are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. So the advice is to relax. I'm getting the Four of Swords vibes from this. Um, what is your body calling for? Are you calling to, take a vacation? Are you being called to, oh my gosh, he was huge. Um, See, took my mind all off that. Bad, 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 bad fly, bad. I know what you're doing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. See, I know what to do with them. All right. So, with the wellspring, I feel like it's saying, what does your body need? What is your body calling for? Is it calling for, a better diet? Is it calling for, being out in nature more? Is it calling for going to the ocean? It could be multiple things that it's calling you to, I've been, oh my God, my eye is itching too. Um, yeah, I'm all over the place. So, and it says take a breath. And that's for me. Okay, see, here we go. Reward came out, making waves. So, yes, taking that breath and taking the time and listening to your body, kind of like I listened to my guides when my guide said, "Go do a reading," or showed me the cards and showed me these things. It wasn't. Sometimes I say and I get right on it, and sometimes I'll get back to it. And when I come back to it, they're like, "There you go. That's what you need to do." So making waves, momentum, and building. It's your time, achievement. This fell on rewards, making waves. It is time to fall from you want to speak your truth, what are you thirsty for, what do you gravitate to, what makes you bloom. Like, I love, like, learning. I love, you know what, I'm gonna just tell, I love getting in front of the camera, showing my beautiful face, even what I'm just like, I'm very plain Jane, but I love to, because I do have this Leo energy where I do like to show things and like, and share. It's not that, it's more of me sharing the knowledge that I'm given and that I've learned and that I've worked with to others so that they can just have it and it's there for them. Yes, I do have that egotistical part of me that comes out, that's like, ooh, look, yeah, shiny shiny, look at me. But the ego's not terrible, and I can work with my ego. My ego's back here hanging out like, oh, I like this is fun. Okay, we're having fun, but we're doing it in a way that can help others grow and learn, and it's not spreading ugliness into the world. It's spreading light. It's spreading love. It's spreading knowledge. It's spreading wisdom. It's helping to raise that vibration. It's helping to do those types of things. So you are being called to expand your voice. What are you thirsty for? What are you wanting to do? You're being called to do that in whatever avenue or way that you are being called to do that. So a step back and say, what do I love? That's what did you say? What do I first? What do I love? Okay, how can I expand that and put that out there? What's holding me back? What's that fear? Why I haven't done this? Um, Listen to my body at what I should do to get there, and then jump into it and be rewarded for that thing that you love so much. To me, yeah, I had pulled out my tarot cards for this when I was just like, I'm not going to, because in the end, I knew it was supposed to be an oracle message. Um, so I'm not going to use the tarot. I'm going to be using 30 decks, and they're all Rebecca Campbell's. Now I have the Starseed Oracles, and I pulled the book out for that because I'm gonna get 2 of these cards and see what, because this is probably a Starseed messages, because they have been. I have, there's 1. Let me get 1 more. Okay, 2. Okay, so first I'm gonna get this one that came up for me. It says, loosen your grip as this coping mechanism, density, addiction, and let God in. So, as you can see this, I got, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to stop. Before I started this video, I heard the name Sugarfoot. And I was like, what the heck is Sugarfoot? I've never heard Sugarfoot. So I went and looked up Sugarfoot, and the first thing that came up was Sugarfoot is an American Western television series that aired 69 episodes on ABC from 1957 to 1961, and it's about this law school graduate, Tom Brewster, who travels west to seek his fortune. Unfortunately, his cowboy, they're in quotations, abilities leave a lot to be desired and earn. Click it on it. And earn him the nickname of Sugarfoot, which is one step lower than a tenderfoot. And I don't even know what a freaking tenderfoot is. So, oh my geez Louise. So this is so a message. Tom Brewster was an Eastern law graduate who moved to the Oklahoma Territory to seek employment. If you know, you know. Oh my goodness. So he was, like, the first episode, he was rehired as a sheriff. Mind you, he's just gotten out of graduate school, and he's from East. If you think about back in the day, like Eastern people who are up East, and then you have people like down South. So he's definitely out of place. So getting the thing of you're feeling out of place. Oh my gosh, you're thrown into something that you're not used to. And he lacks like he lacks the skills, but he eventually solves the crime, whatever, and then he drifts from job to job while wandering throughout the Old West in Mexico. So basically, I don't know what Sugarfoot's. So maybe that's how you have felt. Maybe I don't know why this loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms. Oh my gosh, that Sugarfoot, and it could be another Sugarfoot, but that's the first one that came up. Could be another Sugarfoot. It could be a different Sugarfoot to some of you. So that Sugarfoot, it's not that about that episode. That wasn't for you. That episode could be for not everyone. So go look up Sugarfoot, and something else might come up, because there was a couple other. There was a Sugarfoot dance I saw. I saw a Sugarfoot a person on YouTube. I didn't look at him. So there is another Sugarfoot that someone else is supposed to look at, and I didn't. But I'm not going to keep going into it. But that's your homework. Is go look up Sugarfoot, and and not the TV show. The Sugarfoot. There's something else of a Sugarfoot. And I'm leaning towards the guy that was on YouTube that I saw. That's what I'm leaning towards. And it says let God in. So what I was getting from this card was as below, so below, as above, so below. So just because you're in this, you can get help from above. Just because you're down here doesn't mean you can't get help from above. And it's asking you to call on that help if you're struggling with coping mechanisms, with addictions. When you are struggling with things, any of those things. So think of those things. Coping mechanisms could be like eating sugar. Some people it's smoking cigarettes. Some of people it's drinking. Some people it's even worse. So, or even just there's multiple things. And you can take something like even working out and overdoing that too. So what are you using to cope with things and you're not doing it in a healthy way? Okay. So we have activated earth that fell on the floor. And it says power places, ley lines, trustworthy or led. Okay. You know what I've been getting? So the other day, I was sitting, I was in the kitchen and I was cooking dinner and I heard Portugal. And I was like, why am I hearing Portugal? And I was like, maybe something big is happening there. I don't know what's going on. I don't really watch the news. So something's going on with, I think, or either you need to travel there or Peru. Those two P's, I don't know why. Peru or Portugal. There are two places that are great for, I think right now, going to places. They're power places for you. If you've been being called to go somewhere that is calling you, you need to try to plan a trip there. And that's also, where I'm sitting those on? I'm sitting those on top of advice, on top of that wellspring. So some of you need to work on some of those coping mechanisms, and actually going to that certain place. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My daughter wanted a snack. Okay, so going to those places that you're being called to. Okay, so let's finish up really quick with working your light. Let's look at some. I really feel like if you give yourself a break, give yourself a vacation, give yourself something, it's going to help, calm your mind. Also helping you care for yourself better. But let's look at, I'm going to look at a reward, because we have that building momentum. So let's look at that reward a little more, and then let's also get a finishing message. Okay. So let's look at this reward more, because hey, that's why we're here. What is this reward? There we go. Inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay. With that, I'm going to get the book out of that. So we have the inner temple. So I hear an inner knowing. I feel like the reward is that you're going to be in a place where you have this strong inner knowing, and no one will ever be able to break that. That's a beautiful reward. Being self-confident, being where you can believe in your and trusting yourself, is a freaking awesome gift. That is where no one can break that. Your connection to the divine, because it also reminds me of that high priestess energy with those pillars. If you think about those pillars, and then that door opening to the back, and then also that connection to the universe, and having that with always pouring down into your heart space, and that not being broken, that's your reward. And that's wow. You're being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of your answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in that portal of your heart. If you're already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud they are of you, and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you're questioning your career or your life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards devotion and prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. So yeah, like, so you're in one of those stages, like a stage of like not knowing and not being, haven't had that regular practice going on, and being saying reward yourself with that practice daily because it's very rewarding. And once you have that daily practice and you've been committed, like that committed student, then you're in that place where you're being commended, and that daily practice helps keep you protected and helps keep you get those answers that you always need, things that you're looking for. You're there, it's always there to get them. And then also, if you're looking at that part where it talks about, if you're questioning your life path, like, am I on the right path, that coming up, it's, and using that, please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Okay, so that this is asking you to have that daily practice. That reward is that the daily practice is will be very rewarding, like, whatever it is, like daily yoga. So you're working on your breath, you're working on your mind, you're working on the moving parts of mind, body, and soul when you're doing yoga. Your daily practice could be breath work, your daily practice could be meditation, your daily practice could be taking a quiet walk in the park or the forest. Your daily practice could be chanting. Your practice could be, gosh, what is another wonderful thing? Affirmations, whatever it is, throw in some kind of daily practice that you're in there. Your daily practice could be journaling your dreams or your thoughts, or gratitude, finding ways to find gratitude with affirmations, with journaling. Okay, and what message are we leaving with? Initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So your reward for, stepping outside of the box, doing love, listening to your body, going into those places that fill you up, having that daily practice, you are stepping into initiation. You have crossed that rite of passage, and that threshold. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love it. 68. 68. It's interesting because both of your cards were, in the place of activation, of action cards. And the initiation is actually, came before the inner temple. So it's like you do that inner temple and then you get initiated. So I think that's awesome. 68. But I think Sugarfoot is very important. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiation can enter. Perhaps the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested. Initiation, because you are healed. You're headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. It says if you're in the middle of initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You're going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. So, towers. I'm not gonna get them out. I was so tempted to get out those tarot cards to get more information, but accepting the unknown and like trusting your guides, trusting, again, remember when I told you one of the rewards is that inner temple brings you to a place where you can trust, okay, I don't know what's next, but I can trust it because I know it's for my highest good. Even if it's a tower, I know it's for my highest good. I know I can get through that. That's part of initiation, is going through all the darks and the shadows and all of the things, and then coming out and be like, okay, woo, that was a lot. I got a lot of bruises. I got a lot of scratches. I got a lot of, but guess what? You remember when you get scratches and you get bruises, they scab over. And that scab, after a while, after it heals, it peels off and that new skin is there. And it's like a new part of you is there. I just compared your initiation to a scab. That's cool, Tony. Okay, so you guys, thank you so much for being here. I don't know what I'm going to name this message because I'm going to name it Random Sunday Oracle Reading. That's what I'm going to name it. But guys, remember, I want you to go look up Sugarfoot for yourself. I don't know why, but that's the message in the end, is for you guys to go look up Sugarfoot, okay? And find out what it is for you. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.